71, so we are on item 26 again. I think we need a little bit more practice. And we are on the side that says page 71, and it starts with number 1, that lady bought the boy a sweater to wear to school. Before you start, make sure that you have your name on your paper. And this week we're going to be doing indirect object again. So I want everyone to go ahead and write indirect object on the side. Okay? So Mrs. Alexander taught us the strategy on how to find the indirect object. The indirect object tells us to who or for who something is given. So here we go. That lady bought the boy a sweater to wear to school. I see 2 twos, so I'm going to check them both. To wear. Wear is a verb. Double underline, put a V above it. To school. School is a noun, so now I know this is a prepositional phrase. All right, there are no prepositional phrases. That lady bought the boy a sweater. Who or what is doing the action? It is the lady, so she's my subject. What is she doing? She bought. It's my main verb. And then I have a word to describe it. It is that, which is a demo adjective. Don't forget your arrow. Then after my verb, I see that I have 2 nouns. I have to circle both of those nouns. Okay? And I have to ask myself, is the lady equal to the boy? Nope, not a subject complement. Is the lady equal to a sweater? No, she's not a subject complement. Not a subject complement. So now I do my strategy Mrs. Alexander taught me. I draw my line down and I write 2, 4. That lady bought for the boy a sweater. That makes a lot of sense to me, so I'm going to write I-O above it. Number 2. Jim brought Joe a game to play at noon. I see a 2 to check, and I see a prepositional phrase. I'm going to go ahead and label that, and then I'm going to check. To play. Play is a verb, double underline, put a V above it. Who or what is doing the action? It is Jim. He's my subject. What did Jim do? Jim brought. It's my main verb. I have 2 nouns left. I have Joe. He's a person, and I have game. That's a thing. Is Jim equal to Joe? No. Is Jim equal to the game? No. So they're not subject complements. We're going to find out if it's a direct object. Jim brought to Joe a game. That makes sense. So that's my indirect object. Moving right along, number 3. The nurse gave the child his food at the right time. I see when it happened, it was at the right time. First word is the preposition. Last word's the noun. Here's my adjectives in the middle. Don't forget my arrows. Who or what is doing the action? That's the nurse. She's my subject. What is the nurse doing? The nurse gave is my main verb. Before nurse, I have the, which I know is an adjective. Don't forget my arrow. After my main verb, I have 2 nouns. Child, that's a person. Food is a thing. Okay. Now I ask myself, is the nurse equal to the child? No. Is the nurse equal to food? No. So I do my 2 and my 4. The nurse gave to the child. That makes sense, so it's my indirect object. Listen, I just realized something. I totally forgot to label my adjectives. So head back up to number 1. Sorry about that. Here's my adjective in front of boy. Here's my adjective in front of sweater. Here's my adjective in front of game. Here's my adjective in front of child. And his is a possessive adjective. He owns the food. Sorry about that. There's so much stuff to remember. Okay, number 4. And then we're done. Tom goes to that market on my street to shop. Holy mackerel, lots of twos. Check them away. And I see a prepositional phrase on my street. I'm going to go ahead and label my prepositional phrase. My is a possessive adjective. Don't forget your arrow. To that market is a prepositional phrase. That is a demo adjective. Don't forget your arrow. To shop. Shop is something that Miss Leary loves to do. Who or what is doing the action? That is Tom. He's my subject. What is Tom doing? Tom is going, is my main verb. Okay, my friends, you need to do numbers 5 and 6. The way you showed me you did your homework is that at the beginning you wrote indirect object. Have a lovely evening.